Hello and welcome, everybody. I'm Jeff Stoltzfus. That's Kevin, and this is Shut Up Football. It's week 4 of the NFL season, and this week we're talking about board games, STDs, old babies, and very, very bad officiating. Hit it! We start off with old news. That was a cheerleader diving into a big puddle at the recent Purdue-Minnesota football game because, why not? But we can do better than a few seconds of slow motion. Like many a college girl, she sacrificed her face for you. Have the decency to give it a soundtrack at least. Much better. Well, the musical performers for this year's Super Bowl halftime show have been announced. It features Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Eminem. Great news, said the year 2000. In a Monday Night Football Manning cast, Eli Manning flipped the double bird. Heavens to Betsy, exclaimed everyone clutching their pearls. Then went back to watching human beings risk brain trauma and broken bones for our amusement. Tom Brady released a hype video showing his journey from unwashed virgin to the set of the Pirates of the Caribbean. The video fast-forwards through Brady's Super Bowl losses. Who did he lose to again? Oh yeah, alright. Twitter heads got their knickers in a twist after a video showed a woman in a bar dancing and grinding her jiggly bits against Jaguars head coach Urban Meyer. This is obviously deplorable, gross behavior. He's 0-4! Have some respect, girl. Urban has since apologized to his wife for the incident. I think we have footage of that. Hey, if you like football and the occasional mild chuckle, feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel. It doesn't cost you a thing. Let's get into the recap. Bengals, Jaguars, a battle of first overall picks. The Jags went up early, but a house built on shit cannot stand for long. DJ Chark got the boo-boos. He's done for the year. He can't be replaced, they said, before immediately replacing him. Logan Wilson is becoming a force in the middle of the Bengals D. The Jags went for it, and Logan Wilson wasn't having it. No, sir. Joe Mixon also got the boo-boos in this game. CJ Uzomah? Is that his name? CJ Uzomah scored 2 touchdowns and showed a sneaky elusiveness that can only be surmised as, surprise, bitches! Football Team Falcons. If you take one thing from this game, it's that Cordell Patterson is all things to all men, and maybe, just maybe, one lucky lady. He caught the ball. He ran the ball. It's become clear Fitzmagic has lost his job to himself. Tyler Heineke shows a familiar ability to create plays out of nowhere. He's now being dubbed Houdini Heineke. Not a great name. The biggest concern for Washington has now become their porous defense. It also doesn't help when the refs call personal fouls just for being in the same stadium as a quarterback. I never saw anything like this called around Cam Newton. Hey refs, you know we can see you, right? Bills, Texans. Dawson Knox has earned Josh Allen's confidence and he's in the midst of a full-on breakout. 2 touchdowns on the day, 4 for the year already. Lots of Knox. Knox knows flops. Look at those acting skills. He's like a young Burt Ward. Though the refs have been more than willing to part with their laundry, you're not a quarterback. Your flops mean nothing to them. Though his acting is certainly superior to Gronkowski's.
Don't you love me, man?
Rookie quarterback and baby giraffe Davis Mills had 4 interceptions. This was the kind of game we all knew was coming. Shutout. Bears, Lions. Coach Nagy finally showed some great coaching in identifying that his coaching sucks. He finally relinquished play calling duties. About damn time. This guy will do anything to save his job, even let others do theirs. David Montgomery exploded for over 100 yards before his knee exploded as well. No one man should have all that power. Darnell Mooney finally showed what he could do after already showing us last year. I guess we should have paid attention. Sweet botanical Christ, what did I just witness? Panthers, Cowboys. Top-rated Panthers rushing defense. Not today. Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard would have theirs. Dalton Schultz led the team in targets, answering the question, is Dalton Schultz a thing? Hell yes he is. The Cowboys abused Sam Darnold. The real reason for his 2 rushing touchdowns? Running for his life. Look at this footage from the game. Utterly indefensible. What kind of savage shoots video and portrait? Trevon Diggs is a shifty grifter. He stole a pair of passes on the day. He's now had 5 interceptions on the year. Quarterbacks, before you go to sleep at night, check under your beds. Trayvon Diggs might just be there waiting to steal your dreams. Colts, Dolphins. Too much Wentz, too much Taylor, and more Cox than Miami could take. Wentz threw a pair of touchdowns to Mo Alley-Cox, 1 for each sprained ankle. This was the first Wentz win in his last 7 starts. What, really? Meanwhile, staying true to his brand, Will Fuller left early with an injury. Ravens, Broncos. Tyson Williams was curiously inactive for this game, choosing instead to go with Latavius Murray, Devonta Freeman, and Le'Veon Bell, a.k.a. milk past the expiration date. Broncos running back Javonte Williams broke 5 tackles on 1 play. He looked like a mama opossum carrying her babies. Bridgewater left early with a concussion, which meant, oh no, Drew Lock is back! Controversy as the Ravens chose to keep running the ball instead of kneeling down like gentlemen. What did head coach Vic Fangio think of that?
Thought it was kind of bullshit.
Bullshit indeed. Steelers, Packers. Rodgers found Randall Cobb for 2 touchdowns on the day. Minkah Fitzpatrick blocked a field goal and took it 75 yards for a touchdown. But it was called back because they called Joe Hayden offsides. Aw, come on, man, it's 75 yards. Just let him have it. Well, Joe Hayden disagreed with the penalty, as did others. But what's it matter? Steelers were never gonna win this game. It's Aaron Rodgers. And Big Ben, it's like watching an animal you accidentally hit with your car. It's not going to end well. You might as well pick up a big rock and end the suffering. But you can't bring yourself to do it. But you can't walk away either. You don't want it to be alone in its last few minutes. Suffering. So you just watch. Mom's going to wonder where you are soon. Should you call? What would you even say? Maybe if you explain the situation to her. No, she wouldn't even recognize you. You're a soulless beast. A monster, doomed to wander the night in the purgatory of your own mind. Packers win. Browns, Vikings. This week on Hunt Chubb. Packers in trouble. What do we do, Chubb? The only thing we can do. We gotta run. Until someone makes a costly mistake. I need more time. You're all out of time. Next time on Huntin' Chubb. You got a puppy? I named him Brownie. Huntin' Chubb! Giants, Saints. The Saints returned to the Superdome and they weren't about to get pissed on in their own home. Jameis was tossing tutties and receivers were open for business. Taysom Hill ran like a man who lost the starting job to Jameis Winston. But the Giants had a few tricks up their sleeves as well. Like a John Ross fumble at the goal line that the refs called a touchdown, but then a fumble, but then also like a touchdown. What kind of sorcery is this? Like all great teams, they went into overtime where Saquon Barkley fought with every inch of his crotch to cross the goal line. Giants finally get a win. Jets, Titans. The Titans were minus Julio Jones and A.J. Brown, who would fill the vacated targets of 2 of the top wide receivers. If you said backup running back Jeremy McNichols, I would have slapped you in the face. But that's what it was, not Josh Reynolds or Nick Westbrook Ickle Pickle Rick. The Jets kept Zach Wilson off his back, and he looked not so bad. The defense held Derrick Henry in check most of the day. The Williams brothers had a sack lunch and 19 total tackles. Wilson and Coach Salah get their first win. It might be a fresh Lego set, but it's still something to build on. Chiefs, Eagles. Andy Reid returned to the city he called home. He ate a cheesesteak. Then he ate the Eagles for dessert. Mahomes threw 5 touchdowns in this game. Underhand, overhand, shovel pass. At one point, I think they packed Tyreek Hill in a suitcase and rolled him into the end zone. The Eagles had opportunities. I read that wrong. The Eagles squandered opportunities. Multiple touchdowns negated due to penalties.
We lack discipline.
This team is a toddler with a hand grenade. Andy Reid gets the win. And he only had to leave Philly to do it. Cardinals, Rams. The Cardinals showed up with a belly full of passion, but the Rams still had Tom Brady's lipstick on their lapel. Distant and emotionally unavailable, the Rams had trouble erecting and sustaining drives. Kyler Murray is too good for you. On this day, the whole Cardinals team was too good for you. Even the shitty ones, and they know who they are. Hit the bricks, Rams. The Cardinals are taking the win. Seahawks, 49ers. Before the game, kicker Robbie Gould injured his groin during warm-ups. Robbie, you're doing it wrong. Garoppolo gutted out an injury for as long as he could, but the boo-boos come for us all. And lo, he had to yield the field to the rookie. Trey Lance found Deebo Samuel so wide open, I can only assume he tunneled onto the field while the defense was heavily involved in some kind of board game situation. Maybe dominoes, or one of those German ones where they last for days. Later, Alex Collins ran one in, and I guess river danced or something. I still don't know what Brandon Ayuk did to make Shanahan hate him, but if he can't get on the field as a receiver, I hear there's an opening at kicker. Better warm up that groin, Brandon. Patriots, Bucks. Tom Brady made his return to Foxborough, from the swamp to the lion's den. He must have so many memories. Over there's where I tucked. That's where I deflated footballs. That's our secret videographer. Hey, Ron! Richard Sherman, who was just signed last week, made an appearance. I think we have video of him entering the stadium. Classic Richie. And what was young Belichick doing here? I mean, just what is this? What is happening here? At one point during the punt, Matthew Slater ran out of bounds, set up a little shop, raised a family, and after 20 years and 40 yards, re-entered the field of play to cause a fumble. But he was flagged. Wormholes are illegal, even in New England. Offensive coordinator and Mr. Take-Backsies Josh Daniels is always crafting trick plays, and in the fourth quarter, it came. Mac Jones to Jacoby Myers to Bill Belichick to Nelson Mandela to Nelson Aguilar, who held on despite the pass being put directly into his hands. That's not the Aguilar I know. The Aguilar I know couldn't catch chlamydia in a Vietnamese clit clinic. In the end, the Patriots fell short. Nick Folk from 56 yards. Doink you very much. Raiders, Chargers. The game was delayed due to lightning. Apparently, the SoFi Stadium is a dome without a dome. Once the game started, the Chargers took control. For a while, it looked like the game was going to be out of reach fast. But then, receiver Hunter Renfrow blew up a trick fourth down play by the Chargers. He ran some crazy pattern they called the China route for a touchdown. I do the same thing when I'm drunk, but nobody ever throws me the ball. Renfrow was everywhere doing everything. He does look like a middle-aged baby, though. Derwin James intercepted Carr in the final minutes. Chargers hold on. That's it. That's our show. Thanks for watching Shut Up Football. We'll catch you next week. Peace!
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boy.
Honey and